This is Rob Liefeld. Kai Review is going down.
Hey guys, we got some news here that Kevin Conroy will be in the Crisis on Infinite Earth crossover. This is pretty amazing. Now, it says here that he's going to be playing Bruce Wayne in the crossover, and this comes from comicbook.com. They don't really give their sources as to how they got this information or where it's coming from, so we'll have to just wait and see as to where things kind of go. But if you don't know who he is, this is who he is. He's been playing, voicing Batman for years now, over 20, 30 years type thing since the animated series, and it's definitely is one of the most iconic voice. I think he's the most iconic voice out there for Batman, and he's definitely the one who I hear in my head when I'm reading the comics. So I think definitely it's going to be quite cool to see him in this, and I'd love to see him as a version of Batman. They're going to be really cool to see that. So they say that he's going to start the animated series and spin-offs. It's been cast. We'll be joining the cast of Infinite Crisis, presumably in the role of Batman / Bruce Wayne type thing. The actor's been known for playing the Dark Knight for too many projects to count, over 25 years, and is a definitive voice of Batman for 2 generations of fans. That is for sure. Now, what they're talking about here is how this is going to be one of the biggest crossovers of all time. And they do talk about how where we are going to be getting Burt Ward's Robin. She's supposed to be back, or Burt Ward. They announced officially that Burt Ward will be in it. Sites have reported that he'll be playing his 66 version of Robin. That could be really cool, and that makes sense, especially with Brandon Routh is set to reprise his role as Superman. He'll be playing Kingdom Come version of Superman. So we could get, if Brandon Routh is a bit aged up too, we could get Kevin Conroy as Batman. Maybe he's a retired Batman. Maybe he's a retired Batman who has to come back, or he puts on some sort of Batman Neon mechanical suit type thing to help him work out. Or just a Dark Knight Returns, older version of him type thing, putting on the cowl one more time. And I think that could be really cool seeing this, and I think it'd be really fun if after all of this, you have all these shows coming, everything finishes on one Earth. I don't know. I doubt that they'd probably have Brandon Routh Superman, staying on our Earth, because especially if they have Supergirl, and Black Lightning coming to the same Earth, so that they end up on one Earth and all the shows are on one Earth. That could be really fun, and I think it'd be really cool to have, one of the things being that Kevin Conroy's Batman, Bruce Wayne, maybe he could come on and he could be a mentor to Ruby Rose's Batwoman. I think that could be really fun. He could be her Alfred type thing, but it's another version of Bruce Wayne from the multiverse who's, has way more years of experience, and he can give her all the knowledge. But that would be really cool, is if this set up for maybe next season of Batgirl, season 2 of Batgirl, of having him on as a recurring character. And I think there was a tweet out there that someone had said that he should play an older version of someone, or Kate Gaines' grandmother, he should be in that show, and he retweeted it, and he thought it was a great idea. So I think this could be quite interesting. This could definitely lead into him being, a series regular on Batwoman. That could really be fun. Or even just leaving him on Earth 1 at the end of this crossover, so that we can pick him up and play with him. Even if he's not hanging around all the time, we can call upon him whenever we want and just have him in crossovers, popping up in all the different episodes. Could be quite cool. Especially if, maybe if he was a series regular on Batwoman, then he could pop up on every other show, not just on Batwoman. He could be bouncing around, but maybe a little bit more on Batwoman than anyone else. So I think that could be quite cool. Definitely can't wait to see as to where things kind of go with this. I think it's going to be quite interesting to seeing this, and maybe getting some scenes with him and Burt Ward. I think it could be fun, especially if Burt Ward's, as the reports have been saying, they've been reporting that Burt Ward's supposed to be playing 66 Batman, 66 Robin, but his Batman is dead. So that could be quite interesting with him. Maybe his Batman's been dead for years, and he finally meets a new Batman played by Kevin Conroy, and he kind of gets all it messes with him type thing. That could be quite interesting too. Maybe even do the same thing for him. Maybe his Robin is gone, and they're finding each other's Batman and Robin, right, type thing. And it could be quite interesting with that. And then ending it with Burt Ward and Kevin Conroy becoming series regulars on Batwoman. That would get me interested in that show. That would get me so excited for that show if they did that. That would just be amazing. But I definitely can't wait to see as to where things go. For now, all we can say is that he's going to be in the crossover. They're just presumably assuming that he's going to be playing Bruce Wayne and Batman, because he has such an iconic voice, and he's the most iconic voice of Batman for pretty much everyone who watches the Arrowverse show. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. What kind of Batman would you like to see him play? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
We're here for Kyle Reviewed on YouTube, the very best Kyle Reviewed channel on all the YouTube Kyle Reviewed channels. You got that? You got that right? Thank you for watching Kyle Reviewed. Deadpool and I thought it was fantastic. You need to like, you need to subscribe. You know how it's done? Like, subscribe. Right, DP? All right, Kyle Reviewed. Cool channel.